Yes, everyone is clear with the yesterday topic. Yes, Suman?
Yes, ma'am, is everything clear yesterday classes about clubbing of income and a set of 3 problems?
Yes, yes.
So we can understand little bit, not that much of the, not 100%.
You have any doubts anywhere?
Yeah, in the second unit, you said 2 problems about Mr. Rangarao and second one Satyam's problems.
Yes, yes. Yes.
The little bit somewhat doubt, madam, in this.
You asked me, well, yes, you can ask me.
Can you explain in the last of the class, end of the class?
End of the class. This one? Yes, Suman?
Yeah, ma'am.
So here, in this question, they ask that the following particulars are given about a particular, about a Rangarao. And they ask to find out his total income.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a question you will be getting in exam like this.
Yes, okay.
And for that question, you have to write computation of total income of Mr. Rangarao.
Okay.
Okay. And here, in this question, they asked salary is computed. Means from the salary, you are not at all deducting any source of your income.
Yes.
Okay. So here, in the salary, directly you write the 35,000. You are not deducting any losses or any profit will not be added.
Okay.
And here, in this, income from salary, income from house property.
House property.
Yes. So in this house property, we have the 2 houses. Rangarao got the income from one property and other property got loss.
Oh, okay.
So income from house, in the property A, he got the profit is 10,500, but he got the loss is 13,000. Means still how much is the loss?
Minus 2,500.
Minus still 2,500 is the income from loss he got. And profit and gains of business. Even he had the business and the profession where he is getting the business, profit from speculation. He got the profit in the speculation, that also comes under the profits and gains.
Yeah.
So under this head, 56,000 he got profit from the speculations. Okay, that 56,000. Okay. And even he had a capital gains. 35,000.
Capital losses, ma'am. Capital loss, ma'am.
Capital gain.
Capital gain.
Capital gain. Right. And he has a long-term capital loss. Long-term. Where he has a 10,000.
Yes. Total 25,000.
25,000. How? Whatever he got the profit is 35,000 and he got the loss is 10,000.
10,000. Okay. 25,000.
So 25,000. Here in the house property, we got the minus. That's why you have to keep the minus.
Yes.
And income from other sources. Other sources also he had. Apart from the business, apart from the house property, he has income from other sources. Other sources. Means where he has invested in the securities, for that he got the interest. That is income from other sources. Whatever income is not at all included, that is other sources, he got, that is the 12,500. So these all are heads. Salary, income from house property, profit and gains, income from other sources. These all are the heads of the total income.
Yeah.
Then we got the total and it is a gross total income.
Total. Yes. 1,25,000. And
Still any doubts to anyone?
sir, madam is same as like second also. Mr. Satyam also same like theory
Yes.
as the same problem of previous as you now said.
Because here I got the casual income. Casual income we are not taking in any head. That is a casual income winning from lottery, interest on securities. That all comes under income from other sources.
Yes.
Under this head. These all are comes under this head. Salary is computed. That's what the salary is directly we put in the outer column every time. Salary will be in the outer column.
Okay.
And this is from the profit from business. That is from the profit and gains of business or profession head. It will come in under that. So he got the profit from the business, that is 34,000. And that is a profit from business. Means there should be from the same type of a business. That is, he got the loss from the cloth business.
Right.
So profit is a 24,000.
34,000.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now understood?
Yes, ma'am. Madam, last one. Textile business. Explain the textile business. Yesterday we took some screenshot from your PPT.
Which one?
Textile business. Current year loss, brought forward loss of A by 2007 to 2008, 25,000 and 80,000.
Where, beta?
Third question, madam. Textile business.
Which business?
Textile business. Textile.
Yeah. This one? This one?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes.
So here in the textile business, the current loss, he got the loss is 25,000, means current year. And this one he is brought from the previous year. Brought forward losses of assessment year. That is a last year's closing balance will become the opening balance for this year. Okay. This was carried forward, that is brought forward, that is 80,000. And he has a chemical business also. For the chemical business, current year loss is nil. And bad debts allowed, it is a previously 30,000 and recovered is 20,000. Okay. And he brought forward, that is a 12 to 13, 70,000. And even he had the leather business profit of the current year. Compute the income from business. So in this, profit of leather business. What the profit he got? 70,000. This one you gone up. Okay, 70,000. He recovered of the bad debts. Recovered means he got the money, old balances. Recovered, bad debts allowed previously, that is a recovered. It is a 30,000. Is a 30,000. Come together, it is a 1 lakh. Total business of current year. This is the amount that is a current year available for set off. And next one is a that is set off a current textile, that is a loss. 25,000. And here set off means here we got the loss, and how much you have to remove? Still
35,000.
So he got the 75,000. Means the taxable business income for annual assessment year, that is 2014 to 13 to 14. It is a zero. That is a nil. That is a taxable income. Means he need not to pay any tax to the government.
Tax. Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Now, which unit we are going to? Block 2. Deduction from gross total income. One minute. All of you having your textbooks beta with you? All you are having your textbooks?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I'll be telling the some of the questions. You can practice and you can ask me doubts tomorrow. So here, deductions. Why the deductions needed? What is the purpose of deductions? Deductions means what? Can you tell me what is the deduction? What is the gross total? Total income you have seen. But what is the gross total?
Allowed from the gas income.
So here, deductions is to be allowed from the gross total income. This is distinguished where it is stated that is we have computed net income, whatever that net income, and from the different heads, we can be deducting the exemptions from the necessary heads, where it is meet to the expenses, which are necessarily incurred earning incomes. So the second unit, that is the second block, we have the deductions from gross total income. See here, categories of deduction. Why we make the deduction? That is categories. First is we have to encourage the savings. How savings will you encourage us? Suppose you have an income is 5 lakhs. On 5 lakhs, the government is calculating and ask you to pay the 50,000 tax. You will pay? Yes? Ma, give me the answer. Why this is a deduction? Means if suppose if you're having the 5 lakhs rupees and the government asks you to pay the 50,000 as a tax, will you pay? For such a thing, you will be encouraging saving. Means you will be buying the bonds, you will be investing the money in some other things. That is LIC policies, like different things you will be buying, and you will be giving the donations, medical certificate, that is medical exemptions. These all the things why you are doing. You want to escape to pay the more amount to the government. That's why in the form of you will be saving the money. So like this, deductions will encourage savings. Okay. And you are for certain personal expenditure, for our personal expenditure, you will have to move for thing. And for socially desirable activities and physically disabled person, So physically disabled persons also, they can have the deductions, like a disabled person, that is a complete handicap, or the blind people. Okay. So they are also having the different exemption. They have different things. That also we'll see now. Now, first one is deductions under section 80C. What is this? This is from the assessment year. AY means assessment year, not annual year. So 2007 to 8 onwards, these are the deductions has come. That is applicable only to individual and HUF. What is the full form of HUF?
Hindu Unit Family.
Undivided family. So here in this, we have a different things you will be in the certain, it means in this section where it is deduction in respect of certain expenditure and investment which is paid or deposited by the SSC in the previous year. Means in this year I have to pay the taxes, that is before the March. So what I have to do in the last year only, I have to make the savings. I have to do the investment, or I have to pay, or I have to deposit. That is in the previous year, not the current year. Is it here? Whatever the expenditure I did in the last year, that will be counted and there is a deductions will be made. And after that, how much I have to pay the government, that will be known. Is it clear? And the next is the gross qualifying amount under this section refers to the payment investment. Here, any sum paid or deposited. So life insurance premium you are paying. That will be making the first one is a investment, and that will be make the effect or keep in the force of insurance on life of. Means here simultaneously you are paying the premium and you are making your insurance, that is you are making your life secure. That is self also you are making for spouse and any child in case of individual. Means myself I have to pay the tax. So what I'll do, on my name, on my spouse, on my children, I'll be taking the insurances and I'll be investing the money. So why I'm investing? Your insurance premium should not exceed 20% of actual capital. Means that should not be exceeded by 20% assured amount. And here in this, under section 80C, so here extra. And in this will be keep in force a non-commutable deferred annuity. So when you will be paying this as non-commutable deferred annuity, that is contract on life or self spouse. So it will, whenever you are investing the money, that will be comes under, that is life insurance under section 80C. As you are contributing the provident fund. Did you know the provident fund? That is a PF. So it is where the individual, he will be making the more cutting for the PF, and the government, that's for the, if from your salary, if it is they deduct the 400 rupees, means the management also have to pay the 400 rupees. That is both the people, that is a employee and employer, both have to pay this. This also comes under 80C. And to affect or keep in force a non-commutable deferred annuity. So these are in the case that is a deferred annuity also, and subscription to the NSC, National Savings Certificates also you will be taking in the post office. So that deductions also comes under the section 80C. Now, deduction under section 80CC means these all the things you have to keep in your mind when you are putting in the paper. That is a deduction. And your taxpayer is an individual. It is not at all group. When you are paying the pension fund under section contribution to pension fund, that is pension fund means I'm working means I'll get a pension. That is not the group. So the taxpayer is an individual and he should have deposit a sum under annuity plan of insurance company during the previous year. Means during the previous year only he has to deposit, not the current year. And the amount should be paid. They have to pay the amount that is income chargeable to tax. That minimum investment, how much? That is the 1 lakh. It should not exceed the more than 1 lakh. Minimum is the 1 lakh, not less than. Okay. Next is a deductions in respect of the contribution to the pension scheme of central government. That is, whatever the central government, they have the deductions, that is 80 CCD. Actually, what it is, that is, depends upon the salary of the previous year, that is 10% of the salary in case of employee. And here, section 80 CCD, that is 2, they will be making the pension account and that will be deducted, that is 10% of salary. Okay. Pension fund also, that is scheme, whatever, that is 10% of salary in the previous year, they will deduct. Here, the aggregate amount, deduction under 80C, 80CCC and 80CCD put together cannot exceed 1 lakh. Got my point?
Yes, ma'am.
So it should not exceed more than 1 lakh. And next, here, deduction under section 80B. So here, this is the deduction in respect of medical insurance premium. What is the medical insurance premium? That is, the premium should be paid or rupees, that is 15,000, whichever is less. So, okay, the medical claim policy is you have taken. Nowadays, everyone is busy in taking they are very conscious to take the medical policies. You know why? Why the people are going for the medical claims policies?
Suddenly they have any issues of body.
Any problem of any health issues, then no need to pay the amount. Insurance company where you are insured yourself. So that will be paid by the whole cashless amount will be, if any treatment you are gone under treatment, then the whole amount will be paid by the medical, that is a policy. That amount will become under the medical claim policy. Okay. And here, individual on health of the taxpayer, the spouse or dependent parent or children. So on this all they have the group. So there is a preventive health checkup. That is, you are paying, that is a precautious. You are very precautious about your health. For that, you will be paying the preventive health checkup. So that is a deduction. It should not be, the premium should be paid 15,000, whichever is less. Means here, 2, you have to see what the insurance premium you are paying. That is amount. Suppose you are paying the 16,000. Means the deduction which should be taken in your answer sheet when you are doing the problem, that is about the 80D, that is a medical insurance. So suppose if you are paying the insurance premium, that is 18,000 and the exemption is 15,000. So whichever is less, that one you have to take it off. So which one is lesser? It is least, 15,000 is least. So that 15,000 will be considered as a deduction under section 80D. Okay. And the above age, sorry, above limit. So here it is interest premium, it is 15,000. Above limit is increased to rupees 20,000 in case any SSC, his spouse, parent is 65 years. So that is the limit will be increased when the age will be, when the parent or anyone, the age is exceeds to 65 years. That is from the 13 to 14. Now, that is a deduction under section 80DD, means here maintenance or medical treatment of handicap people also. So there will be a certificate should be furnished. Just you are going to the that is the income tax office and telling that don't take any deduction from me because I am a handicap. So when you are a handicap or you are not you are the dependent, at that time you have to prescribe, that is in certificate, that the SSC shall have to furnish the certificate. Okay. And dependent means the spouse, children, parents and siblings in case of individual. In my case, who are all not dependent, for them also my policy will be used. So for policies, my parents, my children, my any siblings. Okay. Person with several disabilities. But person who is having the most disabilities means a person suffering from 80% or more, one or more disabilities. So you whichever is the least, that will be considered for the deductions. The fixed deductions of 50,000 is allowed. You have to allow for 50,000. A higher deduction is 1 lakh shall be owed where such dependent is a person with the severe ability and disability is a 80%. Are you getting? So here, when you are seeing this all the explanation, you feel it is very lengthy. But when you are putting in the paper for the deduction, it will be very simple. Next, deduction under section 80DDB means this is also medical treatment. When your deductions is taken for the medical, they have to satisfy some of the following conditions. First, when you are going for the medical deduction, that is a treatment, the first and foremost thing, that you should be the resident of individual or HUF. Okay. And taxpayer has actually incurred expenditure from the medical treatment of specified diseases. So here, everything should be very clear with the by board. And the expenditure is annually incurred for medical treatment of the SSE. Is it clear? Now, we'll see what are the amount is deduction. 40,000. And if it is in case the age is 65 years, there should be a 60,000. Is a normal individual, you have to pay the 40,000, that is the exemption. And if it is in case of 65 years, he has to increase the limit is 60,000. And here medical treatment with other diseases will be specified. That is Parkinson disease, malignant cancer, brown blow AIDS, chronic renal failure, etc. These all are self or dependent individuals. Next is a deduction under section 80E, that is interest on loan. Nowadays, we are seeing the students who are going to the abroad, they are taking the loan from the government and they simultaneously with the work and do the job, they will pay the amount. Is it clear? So here, who are taking the loan? There is purpose, that is education, that is higher for a higher education, full-time course or of his children. Okay. And if it is a amount is paid by individual during the previous year, that will be taken into the consideration for the deduction. And such amount is to be paid our, that is of his income chargeable. So amount deduction, just now I told, that is the amount paid during the year by the way of repayment of interest thereof. So in the way of interest, they have to make it. And whatever deductions are available, the minimum period is 8 years. If you are going with the deductions, there should be a minimum of 8 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So in this, that will be repaid whichever is earlier. Now, deductions under section 80G. This is a donation where you are giving the donation to the other people. So that is a donation should be 250 or more. More people should be there. Amount deduction is 100% deduction in some cases, 50% in some cases. Is it clear? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
The next one is a deduction under section 80GG. That is a rent paid under 80GG. For that, you have to follow some of the conditions just to be satisfied. And your taxpayer is an individual. And if he is a self-employed person, salaried person, which is not receipt of HRA, if you are paying your rent, there's no need to take the receipt or anything. That they will not ask the receipts. And the taxpayer spouse, there is a residential common of the place of employment or business. And that is what are the deductions? They have to, when you have the deduction that is 80GG, we have a deduction list of the three. Means these are the three, from the three, whichever is the least, that one should be considered for the deduction under section 80GG, that is rent paid. First is paid rupees 2,000 per month. And total of your, 25% of your total income. The first one is a 2,000 rupees per month. 25% is deducted from your total income. Third one is rent paid less 10% of the total income. Means here three conditions applicable. From these three, whichever is the least that he has to take. Any doubts? Tell me.
No doubts.
No, ma'am.
Ruhi, you have written no, ma'am. No, ma'am means doubts or anything.
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay. So you must be very clear with this, all the deductions, ma'am, when you are doing any. So in the 80GG, you have to deduct at least of the three. Means you have to take the least of the three. One is a 2,000 per month and 25% of your total income. And next one is you will be paying the rent paid less than 10% of your total income. It should be less than your total income. Next one is deductions under section 80GGA. This is a deduction is available in any SSE. And donations for scientific research, urban that is urban development or conservation of natural resources and national urban property and eradication of funds. So these all are the things is used for scientific research and rural development. Means you can give the donations. So the next is a 80GGC. that 80 ccg, it is contribution given to any number of political people. So here political parties, that is a contribution is given to anyone. Yes? Is it clear? 80 GG. So this one is comes under the profit and gains or business or profession. This comes under this head. अभी तक देखे ना अपन. Next one is 80 QQB is a royalty income. अपने को इतना नहीं आता. And 80 RRB, it will be royalty on patents. And 80U, it is used for the disabled person. There is a deduction in case of a person is disabled. Disabled means he may be the normally disabled or severe disabled, or he may be the blind, like that. And whatever the person, they will be that is a covered individual resident. Individually he has to in India. Eligible amount, that is a flat deduction to a person with disability. And extra deduction, whichever is the least, one is a 50,000 in India. Sorry, that is 50,000 in case of normal disability. That is a person covered that is it. When this is a deduction is made, that is in deduction in case of a person is a disabled. Disabled means he may be the completely handicapped, he may be the blind, or he may be the complete bedridden. So for is they will also having the they will also having what we'll say income. So for that also they have to pay the taxes. So eligible amount flat deductions to a person is disabled. And extent of deductions, that is 50,000 normal disability. Normally, if it is what we say is a dumb or deaf or blind, normal disability where he can walk. Okay. And next one is in case of severe disability, that person deduction will be 1 lakh. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And next one is 80U. And person where he is covered the individual resident in India and eligible amount flat deduction to a person with disability. Just now I told you, these are the things that is the 80U. And suppose in the question, if they ask the person is blind specified, I'll show you the question in your textbook is there. If the person is blind, at the time you have to take the deduction, that is a 50,000 whatever the from his total income. I'll explain you that also. And next one is a recently introduced. This one is a TTA. This one is introduced recently. This is a deduction from your gross total income, that is interest on saving account. Whatever you are saving. So where you are saying that is not the time deposits with the bank cooperative, means here maximum of 10,000 in respect of interest on deposits in saving account. In saving account, you are depositing. And even there is a post office or cooperative societies is allowed. When you are investing the money in post office or in a cooperative societies, that will be considered as a deduction under section 80 TTA. Okay. And section 80 CCG, that is a Rajiv Gandhi Equity Savings Scheme. And this was announced. This is in the budget, that is 2012. And annual income is less than 10 lakhs. Those investors whose annual income is less than 10 lakhs and proposed rupees to 12 lakhs from the year 2014 to 15. And deduction is 50% of his investment. So that's why If you invest 50,000, maximum amount eligible for income tax rebate is 50,000. RGESS. RGESS, that is Rajiv Gandhi Equity Saving Scheme. Here. You can read the question. Suman, Ruhi, Fatima.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me in the question, in the illustration 1, what you are, means by seeing the question only you can explain. Anyone? Till now we have gone through many of the deductions. Is it?
For medical purpose, ma'am.
50,000.
Deduction of
What is deduction of medical?
medical policy.
What is the deduction? Now, under section what? Medical policy under section what? That is right. 80D. Yes. Here complete glance is there. Deductions allowed under section, that is 80C is the various investments. 80CCD is the SSC contribution to pension. 80CCG is the Rajiv Gandhi Equity Savings Scheme. 80DD is a handicapped dependent relative. 80E is for the taking the loan for higher education. 80GG is a house rent. And 80GGC is a scientific research and rural development. 80QQB is a royalty on books. Royalty on books, why you are telling the royalty on books? How you'll get the royalty on books? Suppose if I am writing any books, if it is my book is very demand in the market, how it is printed and selling in the market, I'll be getting the royalty. But once only I'll write the book. But my book has a more demand. So whenever there is a more wanted of the books, I'll be getting the royalty. And 80U is a physical disability. 80CCC, it is a premium for annuity plan. And 80CCD, it is employer's contribution, that is a pension. And the PF. 80D, it is a medical health insurance. 80DDB, it is a medical expenses, that is on self and dependent relative. 80G, it is a donations. 80GGA, that is a donations. And 80RRB, that is a royalty on patent. And 80TTA, saving bank interest. And section 24, it is a home loan interest. Yes, it's understood all the sections.
Yes, ma'am.
So now we'll
Madam, section
Yes, beta.
Now, section 80 TTA, what is the abbreviation of TTA?
What, ma? 80?
TTA.
This one.
Section 80 TTT. Yes.
Just now we have seen, no, this one.
Saving bank interest.
TTA.
TTA.
That is total income. That is under section. Section is given. That is not the abbreviation.
Yes. I'm asking about that abbreviation.
Abbreviation is not there.
TTA.
No. That's TTA. It is under section. For that, whatever you are saving the account, it will be paying the interest. For that, any deductions you can deduct from your total income, gross total income. Now you see, Mr. Vikram is working in a limited company. From the following particulars, calculate the qualified saving under section 80C. Okay, income from salary he got 2,20,000. Contribution to RPF. Just now we see now RPF is a PF contribution that is under section CCD. RPF that is 20,700. Life insurance premium it is a 6,000 and policy amount it is a 1,50,000. Purchase of NCS National Savings Certificate that is issued 30,000. Fixed deposit in scheduled banks for 5 years. Rupees 20,000. Now calculation of qualifying amount for each. What is the contribution to RPF as fully qualifies 20,000. It is there, no? 20,700. Means here they are asking the whatever the sections, that is a deductions it has given. So qualified saving 80C, it is a 76,700. Why they are making this one? Qualifying saying that is a 80,000. So from your income, you will be making the deductions. That is calculating the gross qualifying amount. It is a 76,700. How you are getting 1,50,000 is a policy amount. On that 20%, it is a 30,000. And 30,000, and on this, it is a 20%. It is a 6,000. Fully qualified, it is a 30,000. Time deposit in scheduled bank, that is fully qualifies, it is a 20,000. Total, it is a 76,000. 76,700. So these all are the thing. And the gross qualifying amount, it is a 76,700. Means whichever is the least you have to take. Least is a 76,700. See the next one illustration. During the previous year, 2005 to 6, the gross total income of Mr. X is a 4 lakhs. His income is 4 lakhs. During the previous year, he pays the following premiums. That is on medical claim insurance and policy by check. Calculate the amount of tax benefit under section 80D. So X is, he has paid the 6,000 and Mrs. X is 4,000. So here, this is under sections you have to make. Mr. X, he is having the income of 4 lakhs. Amount is Mr. X is 6,000. Mrs. X is 4,000. Son is not dependent. He is a self. is not dependent is 3,000. Daughter is dependent, that is a 2,000. Father not dependent is 1,500, means still he was working. So these all are the deductions they have made. And mother is 68 years and she was a dependent and is resident in India. That is 2,000. Is it clear? Now we'll see what are the things go for the deductions. Solution. Amount qualified for deduction. How much amount should be taken for deduction? Mr. X is a 6,000, Mrs. X is a 4,000, daughter is 2,000, that is total is 12,000. And additional deduction for mother. What about the mother? Mother is a dependent and they was deducted how much? 2,000. And father is not dependent. So here additional income, that is the father is not dependent, mother is dependent, both together it is a 3,500. See here, this is the total deductions, that is a 12,000 plus 1,500. 2,000 plus 1,500. Altogether, you will be getting the 15,500. That will be deducted under section 80D. It's clear? Any doubt?
No doubt, ma'am.
Now we'll see the next one. Calculate the gross deduction. Gross deduction. Prime Minister National Relief Fund, 15,000. Central Welfare Fund or Air Force, that is a 20,000. Donation to temple, it is 11,000. Gross total qualified income, that is a 2,48,000 qualified. So now we'll see what are the solution. So under section 80G, Prime Minister Relief Fund, what? So these all comes under the section 80G. So Prime Minister National Relief Fund, it is a 15,000. Central Welfare Fund of Air Force, it is 20,000. Altogether, what is the deduction under section 80G? What is the total amount? It is a 35,000. What limit the donation? Temple donation is 11,000. Least of the two you have to take. 10% is a GTAI. What is a GTAI? Yes, ma? 80 GGI.
Gross. Employee.
That is a 10% of the GTAI, that is a 24,000, and that is 11,000. So least of the two, which one is the least? 11,000 is the least. So that will be considered for the donation. That is 11,000 plus 35,000. It is a 46,000. Rate of deductions. 100% deduction is a 35,000. 10% of 50,000, it is a 5,500. It is there in the question. 15,000. It's clear? Is a totally it is a 40,500. Altogether, this rate of deduction, this amount should be deducted in your otherwise you will be paying the income tax, more income tax deductions. Yes. Mr. Ramarao submits the following details. See carefully the question, ma. For computation of his total income for the previous year, that is 2000 to 2008. And see the question, the central cost, that is a salary, it is a gross. That is a previous year 18 to 19. Salary is the gross, it is 65,000. So here in the previous problem is also, they have showed the salary that is computed. So directly you will be putting the salary in the outer column. And income from other sources. Under the income from other sources, the person is a Rangarao where he deposited the money, that is interest on securities, interest on national deposit scheme, and interest on compulsory deposit, dividends from cooperative society, dividends from UTI. Even he donates the 5,000. Donation comes under which section? Donations comes under which section?
80G.
80G. Where that person is depositing 5,000 to approved agency and he is paying the 7,000 by way of life insurance. So here he made the two deductions. One is the donations. The other one is he has paid the 7,000 rupees for the life insurance. So this is the question. So what the doctor asked you to means, sorry, here what means these are the things, two will be paid. That is the donation. The other one is a life insurance premium. So these are the deductions comes under the total income. How can you show this one? So life insurance premium, what is the section? Life insurance premium where you are investing. Donation, it is a 80G. What is the deduction for in a life insurance premium?
80C.
80?
C.
Very good. Very good, Suman. It is a 80C. Now we'll see this problem. This is a question where we'll be seeing the question. See here, salary is completely we are putting outside. It is a gross or computed. We are not at all deducting anything from the salary. And the next one is the income from other sources. From income from other sources, these are the where you are apart from your earning, just where you investing the money, for that you are getting the interest. So interest on security, this is a 4,000. Interest on national deposit scheme, this is a 2,500. Interest on compulsory deposit is 3,100. Dividend from UTI, it is a nil, and gross total income it is a 77,000. Means altogether 4,000, 2,500, 2,100, 4,000. Altogether it is a how much? It is a 12,600. Here we are add or the plus because these all are the my income. That is the income from sources. Here no deduction. So that will be added to my salary. Then when you are adding to your salary will increase. That is a 76,600. And next is the deductions. One is a life insurance company under section 80C. That is a 7,000. Donations 50% of 5,000 80U. That is 50% of donations is how much? Donation amount how much? It is a 5,000. 50% means how much? 2,500. 7,000 plus 2,500 is called how much? It is a 99,500. So whatever the gross total income you got, from that you have to minus it. That is a when you are 77,600 minus 9,500. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
So such a questions you will be getting under section. Means here directly deductions I have given, no? Life insurance is under section 80C. Donations is a 80G. See this one more question. Business profits, interest on bank deposits, interest on company deposits, royalty income in respect, that is royal income in respect of registered payment, interest from lotteries, long term. So business, it is a business, that is the outer column business and the prof deposit. And income from other sources. Income from other sources, what? Interest on deposit, bank deposits, interest on compulsory deposits. These all are the things where you will be having the deductions. See here, in the question, there is a bank deposit. They made interest on company deposits, royalty income. So here, these all are the question. So in this question, where you are writing both of them, that is, one is a business, the other one is a long-term capital gains. So here in this business profit, interest on bank deposits is the where the incomes is given. So from this, you have to compute the total income for the assessment year 2019 to 20. And the business profit directly you are putting, that is in 67,000. Long-term capital gains is a 2 lakhs. Is it clear? So income from other sources. So your interest on bank deposits is 23,000. Interest on company deposits is a 10,000. And royalty in the income, that is a patents, it is a 1 lakh. So these all are your income from other resource. That is the income from other sources. And your winning from lottery, that is also income from other sources. So altogether, when you add these all, so 23,000, 10,000, 1 lakh. So altogether it is a 1,83,000. So gross total income is a 4,50,000. Means this is also my income. These are also income. So altogether it is a 4,50,000. And in this, deduction under section 80 RRB, that is long-term jewelry. Not deductions. Here, deduction. Royalty income in respect 80 GG, that is 80 RRB. Recently, they have made, no, that is 1 lakh. That should be deducted. And that is a 3,50,000. Here, any doubts with this?
No, ma'am.
So such a type of a questions you will be getting in your exam. Am I going very fast, Mark? It's clear only?
Clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we are not having sufficient time. So in the 5 days, the 5 units will complete. And the last day, you will be going with the refresh of all the 5 units.
कोई बात नहीं.
Okay, ma'am, definitely.
Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. I think you have a next class.
अंधा है.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Suman, you are telling something?
Nothing, ma'am.
क्यों? अच्छा. ना हो ना ऐड कुछ. वो अगर कुछ हुआ होगा ना तो वो आपकी आवाज में ही पता चल जाएगा कुछ हुआ है.